What's going on, everybody? My name is Avishek, and I just want to bring you guys another quick portfolio update. After taking back-to-back L's for the past 2-3 months, I finally let go of my Plug Power shares. If you've been watching the channel at all, or if you know anything about what I've been doing, I basically make my income by selling puts on a lot of stocks. I initially did it with Apple, and that's how we recovered from like a $2,000 to $3,000 loss when I was new to the market. I'm still fairly new to the market, maybe a year and some change in. But around January, I was noticing that the premiums on Apple were not really that high, that you can make more on a little, higher volatile stocks. So I started messing with the EV market. I started selling puts on Plug Power and NIO, not thinking that they were going to get exercised. I was thinking I was just going to collect the premium. And that happened for maybe a week or two. I remember I threw up a video where 1 week I made $1,000, and so I got greedy. I try to play that same, try to sell those same options again. I rolled them over, and that's when I got hit. The entire sector got hit with a big pullback, and consequentially, I pretty much lost a lot of money. So if there's one thing you could take away from my experience, is just don't get greedy with the premiums. If you are selling puts and you are doing the wheel strategy, it's a great strategy and you can make a lot of money. Just make sure you're doing it with a stock that is really solid, that you don't have any problem holding for a long time. I thought I didn't have a problem holding for a long time, and when you see the number, just your portfolio just decrease in value every single week after week, it's hard to just hold on. But I'm not entirely giving up on Plug Power. I sold the 400 shares that I had slowly. I went ahead and bought 2 leap calls, which are just calls that are far out in expiration. And I'm going to go ahead and trade the poor man's call against it. So I'm going to sell calls against this call that I own in order to collect premium every month and try to mitigate our losses. We'll try to break even there. And I also had Workhorse and NIO shares. Or the other capital that I had, I allocated it towards selling puts again on Apple. That's a company that I have a lot of confidence in, and that's the company that I initially used to bounce back from my first loss, where I lost 28. I believe I was down like 28 or 2,900. I can't really remember. But yeah, I pretty much lost a quarter of my portfolio messing with Plug Power, NIO, and all this, the entire EV sector. Don't do what I did. Take away from my experience, don't make the same mistakes I did. So let's get into the portfolio update. So as of today, our portfolio is worth $16,609.48. We were green today, finally, after a long time. I started to forget how green looked. This past week we're down 1,900, 10%. Sheesh. Past a month, same thing, around 1926. Past 3 months, this one's gonna hurt. 75.47. Entire year from May 9th to today, 49.97. And then this is the one that matters. All time, we're down 53.28. I know with selling puts against Apple, we're gonna make this back. It's just gonna take a lot of time, like maybe a year and a half, that I just pretty much gotta stay down and patient and make my money back on premiums. So yeah, hopefully we recover from these losses. So besides that, let's just go ahead and go to the spreadsheet. Let's see what happened here. So on May 3rd, we sold 2 $24 puts on Plug Power and bought them back for $274 on the same day. So made a quick $60. Initially, that's what I thought I was gonna do. I was just gonna sell puts against Plug Power again. And so you'll see I sold them again. I rolled it up to $25, $368 on May 3rd, and I bought it back on May 5th for $382. So I lost some money there. I lost $14, and that's when I realized that I was gonna switch my strategy up and do it a little bit differently. Apple sold a $130 strike price put for $368 on May 5th. Bought it back May 7th, which is today, for $83. So I bought it back for $285 and made $83 in premium. And then I rolled it, or I didn't roll it the strike price at all. I just I brought my expiration date closer so I can make the premium weekly. I sold a 130 strike price put for $118 in premium today, May 7th. Is going to expire May 14th. So just a week from now, I'll make $118 as long as or Apple stays above 130. If it doesn't, I'll go ahead and buy the 100 shares and still make the 118. So we pretty much get Apple at a discount. We'll go ahead and sell calls against it and trade the wheel strategy. So besides that, the workhorse call that I went over in the last video, we sold that for $40 on April 26th, bought it back for $16 May 3rd, made $24 there. We sold 4 plug power calls at the strike price of $35 for $120 on April 30th, and that's $120 total. So I want to say, what's that, $30? Yeah, $30 each 100 shares. Bought that back for $60, so I made a quick $60 there on May 3rd. Neo, $47 call that we sold for $113. Bought that back for $74 on May 3rd. So you can see I was just collecting any premium I could get on May 3rd. May 4th, so sold another 4 strike or $4 $30.50 strike price calls for $144 in premium on May 3rd. Bought that back on May 4th for $64, so made $80 there. Plug power again, sold a $30 to $50 strike price call for $82 on May 5th. And bought it back for $38 on May 6th, so made another $44 there. We didn't do no spreads, but again, these are the calls that I bought. I bought 2. You know what? I gotta actually fix this. I bought 2 $22 strike price calls that don't expire until 2023. So I paid a G and some change each for each of those calls on May 5th, and I'm gonna go ahead and just sell calls against those. And I think the calls, like, they're making, I want to say like $100 or $200 a month. So yeah, hopefully within a year or so we make up for the losses that we have on plug, and we'll keep it moving from there. If you want to get a more in-depth video on what I did wrong and how I'm going to recoup my losses, let me know down below. But basically, I'm just going to be selling cash secured puts on or actually it's more like a poor man's call, where you just buy a call that's far out, and then you just sell put or calls again at a strike price above the break-even price for your poor man's call. But yeah, besides that, if you've paid attention this long and you stayed around, I appreciate you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you.